I woke up this morning with money on my mind. Fresh off it, now I'm focused on the grind. I pray to the Lord, everything will work fine. There's nobody here that can stop my shine. Stop my shine, stop my shine. Okay, there's nobody here.
Alright, what's good, YouTube? What's happening? It's your boy Travis checking in, Real 10K Squad. Let's get into this Meg the Stallion 1501 Certified Entertainment, Rock Nation, 300 Entertainment, Theory Entertainment, T Ferris. It's a lot of names in this situation that we're gonna get into and talk about it. I did a video on this the other day, and a lot of people we know was in the comments and you don't know what you're talking about, and this is falsified information, and you know, and free Meg, and y'all see, this come from people who don't understand the business, and y'all read a lot of internet bullshit, or y'all listen to a lot of internet. Like, first thing you can't do is y'all believe the last story that's told to you. So it's like y'all believe whatever the fuck Megan told y'all. You know what I'm saying? In this situation, Megan told y'all that she was being cheated and all this, and she was trying to renegotiate, and they was trying to fuck her over, and y'all ran with that. You know what I'm saying? As people, fans of Megan Thee Stallion, you can't let your fandom overcloud your judgment of somebody. You know what I'm saying? Because you're a fan doesn't make this person wrong in life. People, I'm able to tell my mama she wrong when she wrong. You know what I'm saying? Megan is wrong in this situation, and we're gonna break down everything in this situation here today. All right, here we go. Let's start it off. I love when I be talking stuff and I know what I be talking about, and you be having these subscribers or these haters or these viewers just be attacking you because of what they thought they heard, or do, and their favorite term is do your research. When you talking something that they're just like, you can't talk basketball with LeBron James and then say do your research. He know what the fuck he talking about. It's like, I've been in the business for over 20 years, not just being a rapper, but being behind the scenes, being director of marketing, direct A&R for different independent labels. I know the business. So let's get into it. So Meg Thee Stallion told y'all that she was being screwed in her contract, and she found it out through Rock Nation. Lies. She said that when she first signed her contract, she was 20 years old. Why did that matter? I don't know, but that was a lie. So CEO of the company, Carl Crawford, of 1501 Certified Entertainment, states that Meg was actually 23 when she signed her contract. Carl Crawford, like I said before, this female that's in the comments started dogging me out about all this T Ferris wasn't this and this, that. Carl explained that when he signed Megan Thee Stallion, he didn't even do the contract. His partner, who was the business behind the label, T Ferris, who used to manage Paul Wall, Mike Jones, all those other artists back in the day, and that was a close friend of his from back in the day when they grew up together as kids. But T Ferris and Megan's mom is who constructed her contract. They got together and constructed her contract. So Carl Crawford explained that he wanted to make sure he was able to sign Megan because, you know, she was, you know, on the independent scene doing her little thing. He wanted to make sure that he would give her the best deal so they wouldn't turn it down or whatever. They gave her a 60-40 split, which means the label recoups 60% of all income generated. Megan recoups 40% of our income generated. Now, you find me any artist out there that's getting a 60-40 split, especially on their first deal. Your first deal normally is a fuck you deal because the label takes full responsibility of losing everything if you don't pop, if you don't blow. The label's invested everything. You're investing nothing. You're coming with nothing most of the time. You're coming as a new artist that has really pretty much no buzz nationally. A lot of times no buzz locally. So the artist has to put, the label has to put all the money into you into promoting you, marketing you, blowing you up. So they take the risk of losing everything if it doesn't work. But Megan gets a 60-40 split. Megan also owns half of her masters in the contract. If y'all don't understand what masters is, go in Google and look up what is artist masters or recording masters for an artist. But your masters is your everything. Your masters is that's your music, period. That's what you own. That's what pays you for the rest of your life. If someone wants to sample your music, if movies wants to play your music, if anything like, commercials, all that kind of stuff, if people want to redo your songs, all that kind of stuff, later down the line, then they have to come see who owns the masters. Well, Megan owns half of that. You got major artists like Jeezy and them just bought their masters back from the label after all these years. They gave Megan half of her masters from the jump. So what kind of fucked up deal did she sign? This is a lie. All constructed by Roc Nation. Peep this now. I want to go a little deeper in this. Because to me, the real snake from the beginning, to me, is T. Ferris. Now, Carl Crawford stated that he brought T. Ferris in. He said, I didn't know the business at all. I was the money. Like most athletes who get into the music business. They don't know the business, so they go hire somebody who know the business that they so-called trust. Now, most of these artists, most of these athletes, labels crash and burn. You know what I'm saying? Because they pick up people that work for them and just really be collecting a check. Now, he so happened to have T. Ferris, who knew the business, help work the artist and help get the label off the ground. Okay, let's talk about it though. So T. Ferris and Meg's mom worked together in getting her this contract and constructed this contract. Now, your mom was a part of this contract, putting this contract together. So we know you didn't get a fucked up deal. But it's just crazy. I mean, I don't want to get into the in-depth about the, behind the scenes and what go on and, all the deep stuff and of the industry. But her mom just so happens to die. Out of the blue, out of nowhere. So she just happens to die. Megan doesn't really mention much about it, but rest in peace, Mom, and they move on. Now, let's also talk about Megan hasn't talked to, this is new to a lot of y'all. I did this story a couple of months ago. Megan hasn't talked to 1501 certified CEO Carl Crawford since August. Since they signed to Roc Nation. Now, her thing is, they signed to Roc Nation, and like she stated, she wanted to renegotiate her contract. That's not what Carl stated, though. Carl stated that this is not renegotiation. When you send, first of all, they have Suge Knight's old lawyers. So you know they some bully-ass lawyers. They got Death Row's old lawyers. So they rush into him, basically threatening him. She has a 4-album deal. They wanted to reconstruct it to a 1-album deal. So basically, that's not renegotiation. That's bullying tactics. That's, I'm gonna give you this 1 album and take her from you. That's not renegotiation, y'all. That's bullying. That's industry bullying. So that's what Roc Nation was trying to do. That's why Carl went and got Jay Prince. For y'all know who Jay Prince is, look him up. They call Jay Prince the boogeyman for a reason, though. Jay Prince ain't bullying people, ain't strong-arming people. Jay Prince is bullying motherfuckers because he want his money that's owed to him and stuff like that. So, peep this. So, they tried initially it wasn't about management. It was about signing her to Roc Nation Productions, the label, the company, so they can own her masters and everything. That didn't work because Carl has a strong contract, which Megan people was involved in creating. So it's like, you got a contract, so that was involving the people that's created it. What's the problem, Megan? This is a sign of divide and conquer. Y'all pay attention to what this means. Divide and conquer. It happens all the time in the music business, where somebody helps build you up, brings you in. An outsider sees where they can come in and infiltrate, and gets in your ear and start telling you little sneaky bad things, and you go like, you know what? That do make sense. And they telling you what they can do for you over here. It's almost like, for instance, let me give y'all this in street terms. You ever seen where a dude be trying to talk to a girl? He's telling this girl all the bad stuff that her dude is doing, and all the stuff that he can do for her that the dude can't do. Well, you can't trust a nigga like that, because if he's you never trust a person who's hating on the next person just to pull you away, because if they gotta do that, then they shady too. You know what I'm saying? So Carl explained that she got the best deal pretty much that any indie artist can have. Roc Nation saw that they couldn't pull her away, so they went ahead and locked her into a management deal. From August to now, Megan is in a 360 deal, though, which all artists nowadays sign 360 deals. And if y'all don't understand what 360 deal is, 360 means all the way in the circle, 360, all the way around. So Megan is in a 360 deal, meaning that the label gets a piece of merchandising, which means if she sells anything, shirts, hats, all that stuff, merchandising, they get a part of the music, they get a part of shows, all that stuff. She hasn't paid these people since August. So that means that she's been on tour. And most of the time, that's why these days you see independent label CEOs go on tour with the artists, because they got to get their cut. You know what I'm saying? Carl says she gets $100,000 a show now. Within that $100,000 a show, he gets a small percentage of that. She hasn't paid him anything. This was a part of the tactic of doing a renegotiation, y'all. And I said this in my last video. You can't renegotiate in the middle of a contract. People, yes you can. This is why I say you can't. You can if the label agrees to it. But what label's gonna agree to a renegotiation when you ain't paid me my damn money that you owe me? So Carl states that she's almost $2 million in the hole just for stuff that's been spent on her, and merchandising and shows and all that stuff. She's owes like $2 million. How can I renegotiate anything with you and you owe me $2 million? So first of all, you want me to say fuck the $2 million and fuck the other 3 albums, but renegotiate you for 1 album and we move on? That makes no sense. That makes none. So in this situation, Megan didn't pay him anything since August. That tactic was to try to say, you know what, we're going to hold out. If he don't get no money, then maybe he'll come to the table and say, okay, well, let's renegotiate. Bullshit. I keep holding out and fight you in court. So that's why Carlos tried to say, okay, well, you can't drop no music. You know what I'm saying? Megan tried to play victim in this situation. Let's go a little deeper in this situation, y'all. Like I said, to me, T. Ferris is the real crook, because he's the one that took her to Roc Nation. They had to meet with Roc Nation, and Carl asked, do I need to be there? T. Ferris like, nah. Next thing Carl know, he sees them with pictures and stuff on the internet talking about she signed to Roc Nation. So he was cut out the deal from the beginning. T. Ferris is still in the picture. You know what I'm saying? T. Ferris is who helped construct her original deal with her mom. Next thing you know, her mom is gone. Is it adding up to y'all? Okay, Megan is also signed to 300 Entertainment. For y'all who don't know who 300 Entertainment is, the owners of that company is called Leo Cohen and Kevin Liles. Now, Leo Cohen is the head of YouTube, the music division. But Leo Cohen is a major player in the music business. He used to run Def Jam, Warner Brothers, all that stuff, and now he created his own company called 300 Entertainment. He creates his own company called 300 Entertainment, and you got to understand who Lil Cohen is. Lil Cohen is the man that actually kind of conquered and divide and conquered Rockefeller. He the one that got in between, got in Jay-Z's ear, and snaked Jay-Z away from Dame Dash, which broke up their whole company. Is it making sense to y'all now? So that's why she signed the 2 labels, 1501, and has a distribution deal with 300. So why isn't she trying to get out of 300? Because 300 and Roc Nation is in cahoots with each other on this situation. Because that's Jay-Z's man, Lil Cohen. So they'll sit back and just be quiet. Let Roc Nation handle all the the backlash and all the situation, and they really in cahoots with each other. Now Pete this. Megan is over there talking about her deal with 1501 and all this, right? When she don't even own her name, she doesn't own Megan Thee Stallion, she doesn't own Hot Girl Meg, and she doesn't own Hot Girl Summer. Like the whole movement, Hot Girl Summer, all that stuff. Remember back this summer they were saying she filed for ownership and all that stuff, copyright to Hot Girl Summer. Well, she don't own none of that. That's owned by a company called Theory Entertainment. Now, when you look more deep into Theory Entertainment is a subsidiary company that's owned by 300 Entertainment. So it's looking more and more like 1501 was actually the company that looked out for her best benefit in this entire situation. The person that looked out for her benefit the most is the person that's catching all the flack, the person that's getting kicked on and stepped on the whole time. Y'all gotta understand how this industry work, man, and how these artists work when divide and conquer comes into play. So pay attention. So we got 300 Entertainment, we got Theory Entertainment, we got T Ferris, you know what I'm saying? We learned what 1501 really is. So where in this situation is Carl Crawford wrong? She's got the best deal that any independent artist can have. She owns half her masters. Yeah, she's in the 360 deal, but every artist is in this day and age. That's the only way labels get paid, really, because music doesn't sell anymore. Records don't really sell. Streaming is what's working. Y'all know how much money is made off streams? You got to sell millions of records to make really thousands of dollars off streaming. You know what I'm saying? To make $10,000, you got to sell a couple million records. You got to sell a million records. You know what I'm saying? You got to stream a million. You know what I'm saying? There's not really a lot of money in the streaming aspect. So money really comes off merchandising and shows. That's why labels are signing artists to 360s nowadays, because they start realizing that, wait a minute, we sitting over here making no money off record sales, and these niggas on tour getting millions of dollars. We need a part of that. You know what I'm saying? That's how it works. Y'all just gotta understand, like, when you seen that video of Megan talking, licking the lollipop and talking, like, she didn't even look serious. You know what I'm saying? She got a bunch of snakes in her ear. Like I said, Jay-Z learned all this from Lil Cohen. Lil Cohen taught him. Lil Cohen put him in position when Jay-Z was running Def Jam. Lil Cohen put him in position to do that. That was his thing, for you to break off Rockefeller, sell half of the company to Def Jam, which was ran by Lil Cohen. Now I own half of the company. We're going to take it from Dame Dash, sell me half of it, you know what I'm saying? And I'll make you president of Def Jam. That was the start of making Jay-Z who he is. So people get so mesmerized and hypnotized in Jay-Z the person and Jay-Z the rapper, and his wife Beyonce, and Rock Nation the brand. People get so caught up in that, they don't realize what Jay really is. Jay been snaking, man. Dane been told y'all this. You know what I'm saying? But y'all wasn't listening to Dane. Y'all thought Dane Dash was just an old loudmouth, high-head nigga that was just running his mouth. Dane been told y'all about Jay. 2 Chainz even admitted that Jay-Z tried to pull Divide and Conquer with him. He tried to come in and take him from his company. From the people that had him. He was just, y'all gotta understand 2 Chainz. He's older, he's smarter, he's wiser. So he knew better. He knew what this was. But a young artist who don't know no better, all they see is bright lights and money, and they see Jay-Z. Most people in the industry look up to Jay-Z. They consider him the GOAT. So if you come to Jay-Z, if Jay-Z come to you and I want to sign you and this is what we can do, most artists these days is going to get bright-eyed and googly-eyed, and they're going, oh my God, Jay-Z is interested in me. He's not interested in you. He's interested in what he can make from you. Understand this. A smaller company is going to always look out for you a little more than a major company. You're just a piece of the, you're just another chess piece on the board to a company like Rock Nation. This situation, it's funny to me, like I said, because I knew this was what it was from the beginning. Like I told y'all, Carl Crawford stated that he didn't know anything about the business. He just wanted to start a label. He stated that he moved T. Ferris into his home for an entire year. That way, they can go to sleep talking about music. They can wake up talking about music. He can learn the business with T. Ferris. In the midst of that, you start putting your trust in a person like T. Ferris to be your ears, your eyes, and understand, walk you through this business. You know what I'm saying? So T. Ferris took them to 300 Entertainment. They signed that deal. Carl was still the money man. He still didn't understand what was going on. He's the face because it's his label, but he's the money man. T. Ferris is making the moves. You know what I'm saying? So to me, T. Ferris is part of the problem. He's the start of the problem to me. You know what I'm saying? That's just to me. He the part of the problem. That's where it starts. I feel like personally, I don't want to get too in depth with it, but I felt like they had to get moms out the way so they can continue to do what they was going to do. And they did that. That's just how I feel. You know, I may be wrong, but that's just how I feel. But all y'all who don't understand the business, now do your research on how things work in the business, because divide and conquer is real. This is not over with. Megan is gonna lose this situation, y'all, and now they go get, you know, that, and that's why Carl Crawford explained that he had to go get Jay Prince, someone who was very knowledgeable in this business and who wasn't gonna let him get pushed around and bullied. Like he stated, if he didn't go get Jay Prince, he would have probably already have lost this situation. He'd probably have lost everything because he doesn't understand the loopholes and the small situations, how an artist can get taken away. If it weren't for Jay Prince, they would already took her. But because Jay Prince is there, not as muscle, but as a strong business mind that understands the business, then they couldn't muscle her away. Yeah, they tried to come in and bring the big guns and muscle her, but you can't muscle somebody who understands the business and know the business, and that's what Jay Prince is there for with him. Anyway, man, y'all understand what's going on in this situation. So like I said, Meg don't even own. She owned more stuff when she was with. I mean, she's not with when she was with. She's still with. She owned more stuff in 1501. She don't even own her name. Her name got taken away when she signed with 300, which had nothing to do with Carl Crawford. It had more to do with T. Ferris. He took her to 300. He took her to Rock Nation. She don't own Megan Thee Stallion, Meg Thee Stallion, Hot Girl Summer. She owns none of that. But they'll tell you she does. They'll tell you, yeah, you know, Meg, yeah, you own Hot Girl Summer, and they'll tell you that. And because you don't understand contracts and don't read them, you don't know. I know several artists like that lost their name. They had to come out with another name or something like that or a nickname or something like that because they lost rights to their name. or they stuck under a contract or just had to stop. You ever seen a rapper that just had to stop rapping? They got shelved, and you wonder what happened? Well, pretty much they own their right. The label owns rights to their name, and they can't really record under their name no more. So you think they fell off? They didn't really fall off. They just can't record under their name, and they got a bad, and the contract, the business is fucked up. So now it's almost like we can no longer do business. So you don't hear about them. That's why. Why do you think what happens to artists that put out a #1 record in the country and then never come out again? You like, what the fuck happened? They just put out a #1 record in the country and just left. That's because a lot of times they don't own the rights to their name, a lot of stuff like that. So it's like they'll put out some music, the contract will go bad or the deal will go bad, and then it's like it's over for them from that point. You know what I'm saying? It's a wrap because they can no longer do business under that name. It's like now it's hard for you to come out with a new name. You know what I'm saying? You can. I've seen people do it, rebrand themselves, but that's hard to do. So they just say fuck it and move on. This is not over for Megan Thee Stallion, y'all. It's not over. You're gonna hear a lot more of this because she lied. She lied to the public. And let me explain something to y'all. As fans, sometimes y'all gotta stay out of stuff and mind your business. Like, she got 8 million fans, right? So 8 million fans is gonna get into her head and make her feel like what she's doing is right. Because if she's telling 8 million fans, my label is fucking me over, then 8 million people are gonna be like, you know what? Fuck that label. We rock with you, Megan. Learn if somebody telling the truth or not first. Now y'all over there in this man's DM on Instagram, all of his comments, threatening him, threatening his kids. He's the CEO of a company. Why are you even writing this man? That's what kills me about social media these days. Y'all got too much control, too much rights to attack people for something you don't even fucking know. That makes no sense to me. That's just plain stupid. Stop writing people and attacking people for shit you don't know. It makes no sense. But like I said, this is not over. Y'all gonna learn more about this in the future. Because it ain't over. Because when you wrong, you're wrong. And when there's a contract in place, there's a contract in place. That girl owed that man like $2 million. Renegotiate what? Anyway, man, this it's your boy Travis, man. And you want more videos like this, then leave a comment down below. Like, subscribe, you know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all share this. And I'll catch y'all on the next video.